Dimitri, a point on opening night, but does it feel like a point that got away as well?
No. Anything I'm winning today against the five-time Premier League champion, against the man that's so experienced, and thinking about what has been happening in my own private life. So anything that I win was a bonus. And obviously he needed to take that 101 out because I was feeling that 64 was going. I've been practicing the 64 with Damon back home like the last 5 days, and I was feeling comfortable on that finish. Like I was also feeling comfortable on all the other doubles. I don't think I missed a lot. And yeah, you know what? That's what you have to do when you're playing Michael. So a point against Mighty Mike, I'll take it onto the belt. It's positive.
Michael showed some real glimpses of his usual self. Could that point that you get against him be huge later on in the Premier League?
I don't know. To be fair, wasn't really busy with him. I was busy with myself. I had chances and I pushed myself, and I'm a battler. I'm a fighter. I don't give up. And the chances that I got, I took him. And at the end of the day, that's what get me to the 1 point. And winning a point in Premier League, I think, like for my mind, I think that's very important. So, yeah, honestly, I hope Michael's going to be playing brilliant, but when he's playing brilliant, I also hope that I'll be on my day and still manage to beat him. And that's just what I'm going to do. Every game that I play in this Premier League, I'm going to give 100%. So everybody that beats me or plays against me has to play really well. And that's how I'm feeling. And I'm only going to be growing. Definitely, I'm only going to grow.
You touched on the stuff in your personal life. Obviously, moving to England, it's been a very busy time with that and the operation. Has that taken your mind off of the Premier League a little bit?
No, not really. Because I knew Premier League was coming. I knew around what time. And a few months before, I also knew when I was going to move over. I also knew when I had my surgery. So all of this stuff, I knew what was going on. And the thing is, the few weeks, maybe months that I had for before Premier League, I've used them as a practice. I've used them to see how far I'm coming. I used them to see how my strength in my muscle is coming in the knee. So yeah, I haven't been pushing myself. I've taken my time and there's no rushing. You know, at the end of the day, I'm playing Premier League. I am part of the 10 elite players. And that's only because I've played brilliant last year. And I hope in the future I'll be part of this again.
Where do you feel your game is right now?
It's not on top form yet. So that means, for my own feeling, winning a point against Michael, even though I'm not on my A game, that gives me a proper boost in the mind. And, well, I'll have a good sleep. I'll be busy with texting my family, my best mates. And then, in the next day, around 1 o'clock, I'll have an hour loosen up for getting ready for the next day, for second day of Premier League.
We know you're a very close management stable, and we know that Glenn took you under his wing a year ago or 18 months ago. Now he's struggling. Can you try and repay that favour to him to try and build his confidence again?
Well, I'm always giving my best advice to him because I believe in Glenn so much. He's a BDO world champion, and he did that with class. He won the World Masters. He won the Premier League last year. He maybe didn't show his best, but he showed his class. He showed his strength, and I believe in that man so much. So I just hope that in the next few weeks, he's just going to get back to a positive mind because I always say, Manda doza. I always say it, and I'll never change that because he's also a gentleman next to the board.
Dimitri, pleasure as always, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Hi, Dimitri. You touched on it there about how difficult the last few months have been. Just tell us how tough they have been, and do you feel that you're coming through the other side now and start to see the real Dimmy again?
Well, I hope I'm going to bring out the real Dimmy, but you know what? I've had my surgery on the 9th of February. I've been walking around since last year, September, with a brace. So everything still is a bit new. Everything is still something that I need to adjust to. But I'm also feeling that what if Dimmy is 100%? What are my capabilities? What is my A game? What is my B game? How far can I go? But at the end of the day, darts stays a moment sport. You can believe in yourself. You can have the self-confidence. But at that moment, if it's not happening, it's not happening. But today, I can walk off that stage with a point on my belt, and that says a lot about what I can do.
Were you a little bit worried about your form coming into this event? And has that performance and result tonight eased your mind slightly?
It definitely is easing my mind because I managed to win a point against Mighty Mike. You know, he played 5 years. He's been the winner of the Premier League like five times, I reckon. And I am here and like winning a point against him. And that's something very positive. So even if my mind was in a good place or in a bad place, this is always a bonus. This is always a positive thing, and it's going to make me strong. That's for sure.
Thanks, Dimitri. Well played tonight.
Thank you.
Dimi, how important was the result mentally? Because you haven't been in the greatest of form this year, and to get a point against Mighty Mike when you're not at your best must be a fantastic result.
Well, you saying that I haven't been in the greatest of form, I know I haven't been winning many games, but after the first 8 Pro Tour events, I have an average of 96. The fact that I have 96 over 8 days of floor tournaments, playing really well and now and then a bad game, still a 96 isn't bad. You know, it's if you throw in an 18-dart lick every lick, you're playing an 83. And then again, an 18-dart lick isn't bad, you know? And I'm averaging 13 points more than that. So that's how I go to work. Like, I give myself the best opportunities, but I also don't put myself down if I know I'm not 100%. If I'm feeling 100% and I'm not winning, but I'm playing well, that's what happens. It's the PDC. All these players are given 100% to be professional. And then again, the standard has raised. Everybody can see it. Everybody can follow it. The standard is insane. And you know what? That makes me even want it more, because I want to be on top of that kind of standard. So even though I'm not winning, I'm still one of them that is battling hard every game again.
Some debutants in a big tournament like the Premier League might be a little bit nervous in their opening game, but you looked so comfortable up on that stage and like you belonged in the Premier League.
I don't know if I belong in the Premier League, but I do know that even though I didn't win the match, I have a point. That's important. And the second thing, I didn't feel that I played my best. So I just hope that all the next steps in my life are going to benefit me, and I'll just show my class that I know that I have.